Hi everyone, I'm Nancy Sheeds, and welcome to another Copic coloring video. Today I'm featuring the Valerie in Autumn digital stamp by Mo's Digital Pencil. This card was created for the Mo's Digital Pencil Challenge blog, where I'm a guest designer this month. I've had this image in my stash for a while, so I decided to take a break from making holiday cards and create an autumn card featuring this adorable image. The markers that I'm using today are shown here, but you can easily substitute markers in your stash if you don't have the ones that I used. I get a lot of questions about using digital stamps. I have another video showing how I use Microsoft Word to arrange, resize, and print digital images for my cards, which I'll link in the upper right corner and then below in the YouTube description. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the background. Sometimes I do the background last, but as you'll see, I'm going to use a technique that requires doing the background first. I'm going to use a combination of 3 light markers, BG Quad, B000, and BG10. And I'm just scribbling the ink around the image, starting with the lightest marker. I apologize for the shaky camera. My camera stand was sitting on the table as I was coloring. But you can see that I'm just literally scribbling with the marker. I color the largest area around the image with the lightest marker, and with each succeeding marker I stick closer and closer to the image outline, applying less and less ink. I'm not worried about blending here, just putting down ink. I softened the edge of the darkest marker with the lightest, but that probably wasn't necessary. I'm going to use colorless blender and a scrap of white terry cloth to create a texture in the background. Lightly dampen the terry cloth with the blender. As you'll see in a moment, I probably used a little too much, but it's not going to matter unless you really soak the terry cloth. I'm going to bunch the cloth up as shown, lightly rub it to raise the nap, and then lightly dab the paper surface with the wet cloth. The colorless blender will lift the ink, leaving behind a mottled texture from the terry cloth. It will also soften out the edges of the color, so that's why I wasn't worried about blending when I was applying the ink. Make sure you allow the paper to thoroughly dry before you color the rest of the image. I edited the drying time out of the video, but I allowed the paper to dry for several minutes before coloring the rest of the image. Instead of talking through the rest of the video, I'm going to turn on the music and hope you'll color along with me. I've added some annotations along the way to help explain what I'm doing. But for the next few minutes, just sit back, relax, and watch the coloring unfold. I'll be back at the end to wrap things up. So there you have it. I hope you'll give this image a try. If you're interested in the products I used in this card, I've linked the main ones below, and the rest are linked in my blog. If you liked today's video, I'd be delighted if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed. If you'd like to be notified when the next video is available, don't forget to hit the bell next to the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, have a great week, and I'll see you again soon.